Hello to all cinema fans. This is Film Anatomy, and here, in our interesting videos, we are going to deal with anything and everything relevant to cinema. Such things as introducing movies and series, reviewing important and successful movies, reviewing the works of great directors, and also the interesting news of the endless enchanting world of cinema. In our compelling videos, we plan to talk to you about movies, and we are going to enjoy cinema together. So subscribe our channel and press the bell icon to stay tuned. Well, for this video, we have chosen the Banshees of Inisherin, directed by Martin McDonagh, released in 2022. This film was astonishingly successful at the 80th Golden Globe Awards, won 3 awards including Best Motion Picture Musical or Comedy, Best Actor Musical or Comedy for Colin Farrell, Best Screenplay. The Banshees of Inisherin had its first world premiere at the 79th Venice International Film Festival. Martin McDonagh is a well-known British-Irish director who was best known in theatre and playwriting before becoming famous in cinema. He has written such plays as The Beauty Queen of Leenane, The Pellowman, and Hangman. In cinema, Martin McDonagh is mostly known with 3 films, In Bruges, 7 Psychopaths, and 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, which have made him popular among cinema fans. Before talking about his latest movie, The Banshees of Inisherin, we make a few points which can help to come to better grips with the movie. Martin McDonagh has a brother named Michael McDonagh who directed a film titled Calvary in 2014. Calvary is the place where Christ is crucified. In Calvary, starring Brandon Gilson, Michael portrays the life of a priest who attempts to build better and more proper human relationships with the residents of a village while in this journey, he has to tackle some challenges. The film comes to a symbolic ending in a sequence depicting the beach. Another similarity between Calvary and the Banshees of Inisherin is recurring actors. For instance, the bar owner in the Banshees of Inisherin is the same bar owner in Calvary. The only difference is that here a mustache is added to him. Similarly, the character of the policeman appears in both movies. The other point is the casting of Brandon Gilson alongside Colin Farrell. This casting combination worked out well for the movie In Bruges in 2008. So Martin McDonagh used the same combination in the Banshees of Inisherin. The story of the Banshees of Inisherin revolves around 2 characters, Podrick played by Colin Farrell and Colm played by Brendan Gleeson, 2 old friends and buddies who have been friends for a very long time. And suddenly one of them, Colm, breaks off the relationship. The more Podrick tries to rebuild the relationship, the less he is successful. In this film, in fact, Martin McDonagh tries to portray the point where the human relationship comes to a dead end, where Colm wants to follow a new path in his life, where he decides to play music and finds his old friend a hindrance. On the other hand, Podrick does his best to rebuild the relationship, yet Colm does not respond to him. To show his determination to break off the relationship, things reach the point where Colm comes up with a strange idea and cuts his own fingers. A strange idea that can only be found in McDonagh's plays and movies. One of the features of McDonagh's works is using dark tragicomedy, something that is evident in his plays and his 3 previous. Here in the Banshees of Inisherin, building up human relationships is simultaneously dark and darkly comedic, something that can only be found in the works of McDonagh. Extraordinary dialogues written by McDonagh, as well as the shots of the incredible village scenery, such as the bar, the church, Podrick's and Colm's houses, have made the movie unique and beautiful. To have a better understanding of the human relationships in the Banshees of Inisherin, we need to pay a close attention to the symbols McDonagh has incorporated in the movie. The statue of the Blessed Virgin Mary, located in a fork in the road, symbolizes ethics and religion. The other thing is the explosion sound, which can occasionally be heard across the sounds. It represents a civil war, a war taking place under the shadow of ethical conflict in a smaller community, such as the village portrayed in the film. One of the curious characters of the movie is an old woman who is seen here and there in the sequences, and she signals death. Martin McDonagh depicts a society in which the police is unsuccessful, the police who is even incapable of bringing up his own kid. He portrays the priest who is incapable and unsuccessful in hearing confessions. Martin McDonagh portrays humans who reach to the point of masochism in the absence of proper human relationships and emotions and sensation. The main question of Martin McDonagh is what should be done for the society which is under the shadow of such an ethical conflict. What should the characters in such a society do? Should they deal with this ethical conflict, or should they leave the society? One of the characters who decides to leave the village is Siobhan, Podrick's sister. When she decides to leave the village, she wears a yellow outfit, a color completely different from the colors used in the whole movie. Using this symbol, McDonagh suggests leaving the place as one of the options open to the society members. In other words, Martin McDonagh suggests if people cannot bear the ethical conflict among humans, they must leave such a society. The final dialogue of Colm, when he thanks Podrick for saving his dog, demonstrates deep and said words. If you haven't had the chance to watch the movie yet, we strongly suggest watching it. If you enjoyed the video, like it, share it with your friends and leave a comment. Remember to subscribe the channel so that you don't miss our next video, which is about one of the best films of 2022. See you soon.